Are you dreaming big? Yes. I am. Phenomenal woman. Phenomenal woman. I am. Phenomenal woman. Phenomenal woman. I am.
Phenomenal Woman was a poem that was written by Maya Angelou. And at the time that she wrote it, there wasn't so much literature that was being done by African women or African American women. Her poem is very interesting because she talks about a woman being appreciated for who she is, and who she is, not just being an object. Maya Angelou speaks about empowerment and emancipation of all women. So this poem was very inspiring, and decided to use this title as the title of our conference. Women, we are the pillars of a home and a community and a nation. We have the inherent power to influence and make positive change and changes in the lives of people. But very often, we are unseen and unheard, and we're always behind the scenes. So in this conference, let's use this opportunity to network with each other. There are different women from different places, professionals, business women, entrepreneurs. We want to have a place where we can sit down, discuss, sponsor each other, lift each other up, discuss our unique challenges, and also share with each other the achievements that we have made in our own distinct lives.
My journey has been to encourage many women from all over the world to also fulfill their God-given potential. One thing I noticed is that young people want all the things, and it didn't work. They want the latest mobile phones, they want nice clothes, they want beautiful things in their homes. Their parents cannot afford to get them. They end up with sugar. And if you're from the third world, you know what sugar daddy is. And I told myself, God forbid that I'll ever have an older man touch me in any way. And so I know that if I go to the USA, I'll be able to not only school, but also get a job that would help me on campus to buy all the things that I would like to get without any old man touching me. At the end of the day, phenomenal women are also supposed to be change agents. And therefore, we should not be discouraged by the challenges that we see. They always say that what you see might be frightening, but when you get in there, maybe what you bring would even be would help you to overcome that.
And when I think of my journey, what stands out to me is that along the way, there were always people at certain points who believed in me, who saw something in me, and either tapped my shoulder, gave me opportunities, gave me advice, mentored me. And so when I think of the journey, that's the thing that sticks out to me, that there were always people supporting me or believing in me. And so what I do now, having been in this industry for about 12 years, I'm constantly looking for young women, young men as well, who maybe don't see something in themselves that I see, and I try to help them move along or give them opportunities.
Do your best in order to reach where you want to reach. Set goals to yourself. 5, 10 years, what do I have to achieve in my life?
But one of my biggest, in terms of achievement, I think having a passion for something is key, because this is your driver actually, because this is what makes you move, what makes you enjoy what you're actually doing, even if it's challenging. For me, this is what really moves me. When I can see that I have and made an impact in someone's life, it's really important.
put boundaries as well. Yes, you're going to associate with a lot of people who will build your vision, will help you, but if somebody or something doesn't agree with you, your soul, if they are doing things out there that you don't like, don't associate with them because they have money or whatever. Have your boundaries, have your principles in life, and say, that kind of person, even if he gave me $1 million, I'm not associating. If you read Maya Angelou, the one who wrote Phenomenal Woman, the poem, when they asked her what was the best advice she ever gave someone, she said it was to my son. There is a place in your heart that you have to keep clean and pristine. It's the place that you go to be when you go to be with God. So you keep it clean and pristine. That means have boundaries. If somebody goes to that place, theoretically, if someone goes to that place and does you harm, makes you feel unworthy, you have to be able to say no.
Yes.
Put your boundary and say no. I'm a child of God. I'm not dealing with you. I don't want that. Even if you're a student, you have a lot to achieve. You have your lectures and you have your future, your vision of where you want to go. It's very important to have your time.
Yes.
Your time with your girlfriends, your time for the hair and whatever is very important. And I get so upset when women say, oh, I had my child and I don't have time anymore for myself. No, that is wrong. You need to budget the time, budget everything, time, money, budget that time and say, this is my time for the girls.
The first step of rediscovering your existence is anything that I'm curious about, I'm actually going to follow and pursue. And if I'm still curious about it, I'll continue. If I'm not, I have permission to say, okay, I tried it at least. After that, I align my action with my existence, right? Which means, for our argument's sake, I'm curious in 10 things. I narrow it down to 5 things. I now make sure that I have action steps to those 5 things.
Sometimes we don't really know who we are, apart from who people say we are, because there's a difference. There's who people perceive us to be, but then oftentimes it's not really who we are. So we make the mistake of presenting ourselves in the way that we know people will accept us because that's who they say they are. So what that simply means is until you have a revelation of yourself, of who you are, what you stand for, trust me, you're going to live your whole life representing what people think you are.
Belong to us alone. They belong to those who need us desperately. Our lives, your life, my life, no longer belong to us alone. They belong to those who need us desperately. The world is desperate for the gift of who you are. And it's the gift of who you are that the world needs more than anything else.